I want to run through an idea that I think um, we know, but also I did do it in a class, one of y'all's classes. I just want to make sure everybody kind of understands this. This is about linear pairs and vertical angles, and this is going to be on your test coming up. This is something I think we can get done in a video. I don't think we have to have time in class to do it. But if you do have questions on it, let me know, and we can answer those questions. But here's the idea. I got linear pairs, which was a vocabulary term, that all it means is a pair of angles that form a line. So if you take angle 1 and angle 2, together they're going to make this line LKM. And technically this is a line segment, but same idea. So no matter what this is, let's see, angle 1, this program measures as 56.7. Angle 2 is 123.3. If I add those two angles, this is just like angle addition test that you did way back. What we know about a line, right? This definition, straight, goes forever in both directions, but we know that that angle of a line, a straight angle, right? You got acute right obtuse, and then a straight angle is 180 degrees. So what should happen, no matter what angle 1 and angle 2 are, it does not change this line. So that those two numbers added together should always be 180 degrees. That's linear pairs, a pair of angles that make a line, and they're going to add up to 180 no matter where I put this thing. So 37.7, 142.3 going to add up to be 180. So keep that idea in mind. So we go to vertical angles, and it has to do with linear pairs. So for example, let's say we just have this, right? Linear pairs, we just did this. If I take the angle measurement of EFH, this angle EFH, again, this program will do it pretty close to what it is. It's 43 degrees. That makes sense. That's a good estimate. So then EFG, this obtuse angle, should be 180 minus 43, which is 137. So no matter what happens, however I move this angle, these two are going to add up to 180. Just like linear pairs we talked about before. So what vertical angles are is, let's say I take this and extend it out. Okay, so the way to recognize vertical angles is basically an X. Here's the idea. If this is 138, okay, and let's take it like this. Let's move this in and say, all right, let's talk about this linear pair. This 140 and this angle. Well, they make up this line. They have to add up to 182. So what should happen is this angle is supplementary, right? Vocabulary, to this one. Supplementary adds up to 108. That means this should be 40 degrees. So if I take GFI, find the measurement of that, that should be 40. If I do GFI. Or 41, because I've moved it. So no matter where I move this thing, these two are going to be the same, and it's all based on linear pairs. It's all based on a line. Okay? So what these are called vertical angles. So it's the same idea over here. If I take, let's say I move this, right? These two are still the same. Right? These two angles are linear pairs, which means this angle plus this obtuse angle, HFI, is going to be 180. Well, we just did that up here. So this HFI or IFH, whatever you want to call it, better be 144, because that's going to add up to 180. So here's the idea with vertical angles. Vertical angles are congruent. Right? Congruent is vocabulary, and congruent means equal. So vertical angles are congruent, always. It's all based on a line. All right, now let me give you a heads up on what's coming up. Let's say I take this line and I'll copy it. All right, we'll just paste it right here. What you recognize is these lines are parallel. No matter where I move this thing, it's going to be parallel to that original HFG line segment. So what that means is, right, parallel never touches, it's at the same angle, is whatever these measurements are, like 36, 144, 36, 144, is going to be the same on this parallel line. All right, we'll talk about vocabulary, what it actually means. But the order of these in this angle and this is going to be the same because of linear pairs and because of vertical angles. Now, they have names, and we'll talk about those later, but that's just kind of a preview of what's coming up when we get back in class. All right, so we're going to use this idea. I'm going to do another video that runs through a review of your test, and next time I see you in class, we will do a test. If you have any questions between now and then, just email me, message me. We can Zoom or whatever you want to do, but that's going to be your first big test of the year.